Hello again, Struck Co-op. Welcome back. Oops, sorry, forgot to put the camera. Welcome back to another day of streaming Torchlight 3 with me, Struck. I just need to quickly fix the camera because I totally forgot. I've been busy with content and stuff today, so I restarted my PC because of a Windows update, so my camera is kind of not properly calibrated. Just give me a moment, but today I will be continuing offline on the servers, playing Torchlight 3, farming some items for the Cursed Captain and the other heroes, the ones that are not class specific obviously, would be nice for any hero. I think the camera is fine like this. Let me just quickly tilt it a little bit this way, maybe get some light like this. So just a moment. Sorry, I had to talk to someone. Alright, yeah, I think I'm good to go. Today I've uploaded my Cursed Captain Quad Skills Showcase video as I promised, so it is there. And while doing so, I found some things I liked a lot. And I will show you. The video footage I used for the gameplay section of the Quad Skill Showcase is basically this build. I just need quickly to show you something. Just give me a moment.
Potions for you, potions for your little friend.
This guy is very badly geared up, but I'll gear it up properly soon. Just give me a moment, and thank you IAR Baboon. Oh, very nice nickname. I used to love this show when I was a kid. And thanks, good to know that you love the content. Just a moment, I need to do something for the quests. So I just quickly need to go to my saves. So let's take this. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. And let's rename it. Just a moment. I'm just making it so that this hero doesn't need to do the quests, so I can do some fuzzier. And I'm gonna make it for the other hero as well. I made it for one of the heroes yesterday. I need to make it for the other ones too. Okay, almost ready. And then I can go in and I want to show you this because I really love this setup with spamming Plunderbuss. It really reminds me of the Dusk Mage, of a Dusk Mage that spams what's its name? Absolver. That's what it looks like. It's that type of a build and it's very fun. Believe me, it's very fun to play. And Tenden is here. Hello, Tenden. IR Baboon says, I'm new to the game. Made a sharpshooter. Do you have new sharpshooter build? No, I don't have something very new, but some of my old sharpshooter builds are still viable because there haven't been some major nerfs to the sharpshooter. In fact, my Code Hard sharpshooter now actually is worth using. Before I made a sharpshooter build with the Ice Relic that was just not good because the Ice Relic was shit. But now the Ice Relic has been buffed. And even that one is now usable. All my Code Hard builds now are a little better than they used to be. So some of my older sharpshooter builds might Might need some changes here and there, but the basis of the sharpshooter setup should be fine. And on my website and on my channel, there should be plenty of. Okay, just a moment. I think it's not gonna work unless I do this. It didn't work. The thing I did for the quests. I'm trying to make it so that this hero doesn't need to do the story. And it should have worked. It should have worked. Yesterday I managed to do it to one of the heroes. Alright, good. Good. Now I can show you. I can do some Fazir. Keep in mind this is very badly geared up setup. Very badly geared up. Let's just add some defense. I'll probably use this with a chance to shock and wife bind it and add a socket. This is the best one to use. When adding sockets for flat damage, this is the best one because out of 6, 2 of them are flat damage. Obviously, this would be better if I use a one-handed and a shield, to be honest. But right now I'm not sure I've got a good one-handed and shield I can grab. I can probably use one of those, but they don't have chance to shock. This one has chance to shock. I can try and use it. And let's try and find a shield. Just a moment. I'm not seeing any shields. $56 firewall, alright, not so bad. I mean, for the time being, it's gonna work for the time being. I'm just gonna quickly change the poison to shock. Okay, now we are good. And now we can start some Fazir. And IR Baboon says, am I screwed? Then I went for electrode, copying your melee electrode. Oh, the melee electrode build is amazing. You don't need to change anything on that build. The way it was before, it still works. I love it. In fact, it's stronger now. In fact, that build now is stronger because they finally fixed the thing that gives you basic attacks. There are those affixes on gloves and boots that give you X% damage to basic attacks. I'm gonna try and show you when I would one. And those didn't work unless it specified which weapon. But now it has been fixed. So you don't need to get one that gives you mace basic attack. Obviously that is good. If you get mace basic attack bonus damage, it's nice. But you can see this is pretty much very similar to playing a Dusk Mage with Absolver. It's such a great fun to play setup, and I just figured it out as I was recording that footage for the. Oh, that reminds me, I need to remove Ghost Ship. When I was recording footage for the Quad Skill showcase and I was testing everything. Now this reminds me, I no longer need. I guess it's not on this hero. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it the way it is. It's super fun, honestly. One of the more fun builds to play out there. If someone wants a pure ranged setup, this is it. There's obviously ways to make it better. When I get extra skill points from the sets, there are things I wanna invest into. To get some more out of it. Yeah, let's push those Vizier stages on this hero. Hello Nostrox89, welcome to my stream. How are you today? Who's interested in seeing this eventually made as a build video when I get more items for it? And the way it works is Broadside gets its cooldown reduced as you're spamming Plunderbuss. So if I can get that Broadside item to drop and combine it, or I can get the Powder Keg item to drop and then use that one. In either case, whether it's the Broadside item or the Powder Keg item, I definitely don't feel like removing the Plunderbuss item, because look at that, it's just killing trash so easy. And you're pretty much spamming it, which means so many hits per second, so many procs of shock per second, which means so many chances of hitting that lightning build per second. Can't say if it's a meta build or not, but it's good build. It's fun. The least it is fun. That's what I'm looking for in builds, for them to be fun and to have some interesting synergy. Come on. Oh yeah, I should just speedrun those first maps. I just speedrun them and instead of clearing everything. James Lim says, sure be glad to see guys for this build. Yeah, I was not planning on making one such setup, but damn, it's so fun. And it looks cool. It has that visually satisfying factor. I forgot to switch on my damage numbers after I was done recording footage for the showcase. Alright, let's keep going. But yeah, this is gonna be called the Plunder Buster. I already have the name ready for the build, the Plunder Buster. Cause it just sounds fucking cool. It sounds cool. A nice pun of a name. I love puns. I love build names that have puns in them. Kind of like the Cursed Zapton. The Plunder Buster is definitely something interesting. Let's get that quest item here first, the Jaywar. But yeah, offline mode is just so much more enjoyable, so much smoother, very fluid gameplay. Runs like slicing butter, this smooth. Slicing butter with a piping hot knife. I really hope Ector Games' next game doesn't have this bad performance server-wise. I mean, the servers were not theirs, it was Perfect World servers most likely. So I hope Zynga pays for better servers and and I hope they have more people working on the netcode than on this game, because the way I've seen some of the loadings and stuff, oh boy. Thankfully, offline I don't have to worry about this. How is my damage reduction? 50% physical only, which is bad, it needs to be at least 60. But at least I still haven't reached the level 60 content, I will though. Evan says, what's up Struck, you still playing Torchlight 3 here? Yeah, the server is so bad, that is why I stopped playing for a while. I would say anyone who loves Torchlight 3 could just play offline. Offline is much better. Yeah, if you have more than 10 heroes or more than 5-6 heroes, having to redo those, re-level them offline would require a lot of time, but if you know how to use certain tools, you can level up your heroes, and then you only need to level up one hero and get it through the story. Once you get the story done on one hero, you can copy paste the quest save file and rename it. So for example, instead of what's the name? Instead of bunch of numbers -1 -quest data .sav, you rename it bunch of numbers to dash quest data SAV. Like copy paste it and rename it from the copy to the new one. And that way you only need to do it once. You don't have to worry. So you can save yourself some time instead of having to go through the torture and having to re-level every single hero you had again. You can save yourself some time, and you only just need to do it once on one hero. Obviously you would not have your legendarium and you would not have your items, which is the only one thing you can't get. And then there are tools that could let you get your hero to level 60 within a few seconds. Obviously, if you don't want to use such tools and want to still level them up with mapworks and stuff, you can still level them up with mapworks. It's much faster to level up with mapworks than doing quests. You can even level up in the quest zones until 46 just by staying in the zones without worrying about quests. That's still gonna be nice and good. But it's nice that you wouldn't need to do the quests. And in fact, leveling up in the quest zones might be quicker than mapworks, because you could get your waypoints that way. Yeah, after several playthroughs, it gets very boring. Yeah, it really does. And that's why I've decided not to do the story on my offline heroes. I mean, I've done it 15 times. 15 heroes I've got leveled up, completed the story on the online. I definitely don't want to do those 15 again here. And that's excluding wipes. I've done it much more times if you count wiping. Those 15 are only after the wipe. So if you don't count the wipe, then yeah, it's 15. If you count things before the wipe, the number grows. Giradros says hello. Hello Giradros, welcome back. Evan says, damn bro, that's respect Rec 15 is impressive. I've done this much for content and for myself, so I can have fun and test stuff. In fact, I've leveled up every single class and subclass combo before the Cursed Captain came, so I've actually done it. If you count the public test server, I've done all 20 combinations. Now the combinations are 25, and on the online server I leveled up level 60 Cursed Captain Electrode and level 56 Cold Heart. And then my Cold Heart glitched out. As soon as I hit level 56, it glitched out to a point where it's almost unplayable. Here I have Bane, Cold Heart and Electrode. If someone wants to see Blood Drinker or Flaming Destroyer Cold Heart, tell me and I can level up later to day 1. Gerardo says he played the first 5 hours of Torchlight 1 today. Did you enjoy it? How did you find it? I've forgotten the whole story of Torchlight 1 and 2. I remember this Sphinx statue, I remember the Vizier being like a bad guy there. But yeah, there's not much I remember. Have I got all the skills? Just not vampirism, okay. I said, how did you find it? How did you find playing Torchlight 1? I've forgotten the story myself from 1 and 2. I said I remember the Vizier being a bad guy in 2, I think. And then there was this this Mana Guardian. I'm gonna try and show you. This one used to be in the story. I remember it being in the story. Oh, I need to change my pet. Or maybe not, maybe we can keep it. You never read the story. I kind of only do it on my first playthrough to read and to listen to stuff. Dividing and Infamous, this could be a very nice map for drops. Yeah, Plunderbus. This build is busted. It's Plunder busted. I love it. And I don't feel the whack of coins. The way it's set up right now, I don't feel a whack of coins. I don't feel that I would be hungry for coins, especially if I use my other skills and not just Plunderbuss. The bigger the crowd of monsters, the better. The FPS could start suffering at times though, because I'm hitting a lot of them at the same time. So fun. I can't imagine how good this will be when I get proper gear for it. Because right now it's just with a bunch of blue items. I'm using a bunch of random level 60 blue items. How do I attack like a cannon? Well, keep in mind, Elisio, imagine, and welcome back, Shohei. Nice seeing you again. And you're completing all Chaos Band characters right on time for Necromunda, Shohei. So, Elisio, keep in mind that weapons are stat sticks, and the only case where a weapon is not a stat stick is when you're using the basic attack skill. Why do I say basic attack skill? Because basic attacks, auto attack in this game is a bunch of skills. Every weapon has its own auto attack. So sword has basic attack sword, mace has basic attack mace, and so on. So if you're not gonna use the basic attack, then it doesn't matter what weapon you equip. There are some cases like this skill that requires a mace or the class specific weapon to trigger, where you would want to be using that specific weapon, but in most cases any skill can work with any weapon unless it says so, like that one there. So yeah, you can shoot. You can use a sword on the sharpshooter. You can use a great sword on the sharpshooter. You can use a great sword on the mage. It doesn't matter. Shohei says, "Here's my favorite ranking." Nice. Let's see his ranking based on what he's played on Chaos Bane. Obviously, he hasn't played Chaos 10 and Chaos 9, so I'm assuming Shohei's ranking will be up until like Chaos 8 maybe? I assume he's gonna put the soldier at the very bottom. In fact, this basic attack will be replaced. I would put instead of the basic attack, I would be using Imbue Relic when I get Ancient Ember boots. Take us weak, most likely I will remove, and I would keep it probably as a passive for a recharge. But I don't know. Even the passive probably won't be. I probably won't be using it even as a passive. But I can use Take us weak. And most likely I will put Broadside on my basic attack and put the Kek over here. I'm gonna put in the thumb mouse button on number 5, I would put Imbue Relic, and maybe I can keep Take us weak where it is. I mean, I've got that room for extra 1 skill. But yeah, there's some skill points I can get once I get those set items for those extra levels. This map would be good farming if I stay, but I'm just gonna keep pushing and go right to the boss room. So his ranking is Mage, Slayer, Engineer, Witch Hunter, Archer, Soldier. Okay. This changes when you consider Chaos 10. This changes to Mage, Slayer equally strong, Engineer second tier, and tier 3 is Archer and Soldier, and then the last tier would be the Witch Hunter when you consider Chaos 10. Chaos 10 viability. So yeah, for Chaos 8 it's a different story, but for Chaos 10 that's how it is. Top tier would be Mage and Slayer, second tier would be Engineer, and then you have the Soldier and the Scout, and after that the Witch Hunter. You put max items on your fort on Xbox server, it looks epic, but people PM you that it makes their game waggy. Well, I'm playing offline right now because my online mode is very glitched. So this fort looks different than my online fort. On my online fort I have a lot of stuff. My offline fort I've barely touched. Normally, my online fort I use it for props, as a background to my teasers, to my trailers. I make trailers for my builds, like 10-second videos, and I normally this was used for the backdrop of my Venomous Dusk Mage. I wanted something that screams venom. Screams poison, and a little bit of green here and there. So if I were to try and take one of those, let me try and play one of those so you can see what I mean. I'm gonna try and share my my VOC. I wonder if it will work. Not this one. Not this one. Just a moment. Just a moment. That's where they are, but that's not what we need. Just a second. I'm gonna find it. I need to play VLC first. It's not gonna show up in the windows until I play it. So this is my VLC. I think it would be playing now. Let's see. No, it's not showing you the video. Just a moment. I need to change it. Capture method, Windows 10. So this is what I'm talking about. When I say a trailer, you see that I've used it just for a few seconds. Just for this 1 second, I went through all the trouble to create this backdrop. And I always do that for my trailers, for this 1 second intro. Where I'm showing certain builds. So for this 11-second video, for that 1 second I went through the trouble to create this backdrop and to record this bit of footage. And I always do that. In my other fort I have a bunch of things that I've made on my online mode that I've made for that specific reason. But it's fun. It's the fun part of things. So I use those on Twitter and Facebook when I post my videos, and Discord as kind of trailers that can kind of give you an idea of skill rotation that I use and introduce the build. Let's do this one. But the whole fort thing is like a new game. It's a game within the game. And it's amazing that some people can just consider the fort the main part of the game for themselves, because that's what they enjoy most of the game. And they can just farm materials and maps and stuff, so they can do more stuff in their fort. So they can improvise and experiment in the fort. And that's the beauty of Torchlight 3's fort system, that it's like its own thing. And there was a lot of potential to keep constantly growing it, and they've been constantly growing it with new props and stuff. They added a basement level. They added vertical, where we can elevate or de-elevate certain props. So added like 3D movement or whatever. It's nice. It's definitely nice how much they've worked on the fort system, even though it's not the main part of the game, because the community loved it and they saw that and they realized that they want to please the people who love that as well. But yeah, the Plunder Buster build is fun. I just don't know where to start. I don't know where to start, but tomorrow, before Necromunda launches, I will have some free time in the afternoon, and I can try and make some text version of builds. As for tonight, after my stream is over and I have my ramyun, I would make the text version of the quest skills showcases. The thing is, the JSON file that the developers uploaded in the fan kit is old. It doesn't contain the text descriptions of the skills for the cursed captain, which means I would have to rewrite the text description of every single skill. Because, for example, if I go to that JSON file, I don't know where it is in the game. I tried looking into the game files and I couldn't find the JSON file with the skill descriptions. And the one that's on the Google Drive that was uploaded some time ago that they kept updating just doesn't contain anything related to the cursed captain. But I'm gonna give you an example of a skill description. For example, description of a skill. This is one example. This is the description of Ghost Shield, I think. Ghost Train. That's the description of Ghost Train. Oh shit! Did I bug out Restream? So yeah, those descriptions really help me make my web version content when making the quest skill showcases and the relic sub quest skill showcases, because I could just copy paste and edit out the tags like RNR and endurance bonus, whatever that is. I could just edit it out and I could just take the text from here without needing to write it, and it saved me time. But for the cursed captain, I'll have to write everything. There's only like 6 or 7 descriptions on their block, maybe 5. So there's descriptions for Maelstrom, Broadside, Take Us Weak, Raid Walk, what else? I think Plunderbus. Just a moment, let me check. On one of their websites, the website blocks, the one that was announcing the update. So there's Ghost Ship, Maelstrom, Take Us Weak, Plunderbus, Raid Walk and Broadside. So at least for this I can copy paste those. It's not the actual description from the game, but it's still a good description. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 descriptions. 6 descriptions. But yeah, I'm gonna do that later, after my stream tonight and after my dinner. Hired gun stream is tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming my launch day stream of Necromunda Hired Gun. So tomorrow no Torchlight 3 stream, but as I said, I'm planning before my stream of Necromunda to at least upload one build. At least one build as a text version. Probably the Cursed Zapton. The Cursed Zapton most likely will be the build that I upload tomorrow. Because I have to redo, I can't use my old template because WordPress recently got an update. And I've been trying to migrate my old templates to the new text editor with the blocks. So I can't just copy paste and replace certain things. I have to make a new template for my blog posts. But yeah, the last few months I've been trying to stop using the classic editor, which I liked more, and start using the new one. The new one, there's a bigger learning curve to that new text editor on WordPress, but in the end, once you get used to it, it still has some functionalities that are terrible compared to the old classic editor, where I can't take every single block and change the color of it. I have to do it block by block, and it's fucking annoying. And then there's the I can't save presets of colors, so I have to always use the hex codes for the colors. Whereas before it could remember the last used ones. Wait, did I finish this mission? Find the Ember Tower. Alright, let's go towards the Ember Tower. Where did it go? But yeah, this just has such nice vibes of Absolver disc mages. Let's see. Let's keep going.
You can't cast that spell here. That spell cannot be cast.
Okay, Winter with Cuirass. Haunted Hand Cannon, okay.
You can't carry anymore.
Bit by bit, getting those fuzzier stages. Actually, let's salvage those.
Your pet is back.
I'd rather do the blazing guy without the annoying skill, instead of the witch that may not have blazing but has that annoying skill. Ah fuck, he moved away. Bonus damage to basic attacks, the generic one. Not bad. And this one is good at 52 as it will be at 60. Because it's percentages. So this one I will keep that item. Okay. Does anyone want to see some other build later? You can name it. You name the class and subclass and what type of build, and I can try and make it here.
Your cat has returned. You got this, right? Oh, that's interesting.
This one should be a quick map. Look at how many butchering goblins. It's booming. Crosscut Maelstrom with a Maelstrom Sword basic attack, any element. Well, if it's gonna be Sword, then it's gotta be Blood Drinker. I mean, if I'm gonna be doing a basic attack with Sword, it has to be Blood Drinker. There's no point to do something different. I mean, there is a point to do something different, but it's wasting a huge opportunity to get extra relic recharge. Because the basic attack gives you it triggers a buff for relic energy recharge rate. It gives you basic attack damage, and it gives you the proc. So 3 reasons why you would want to do the right passive when using basic attacks. You would want to use the proper relic for that weapon. The relic energy recharge rate is good enough of a reason for me to use it. That alone is enough to make me want to use Blood Drinker. Obviously, it's not gonna be as good damage. Don't expect good damage from the Blood Drinker, because it's not a relic supposed to give you good damage. So if I make it, it's not gonna be that strong. Also, do you want the Maelstrom to walk with me, or do you want the Maelstrom... Actually, I don't have the legendary item anyways. I don't have the legendary item where I can take it with me. But it would be interesting. Is it possible, though, to keep health at 100% because Maelstrom's... What do you mean Maelstrom Sword effect? Am I missing something? Maelstrom Sword effect. Where does it say sword in Maelstrom? You mean the basic attack bonus damage? Is that what you mean? Ah, the legendary weapon. You mean this one? I forgot the name. Shark Blade or whatever. No, not Shark Blade. Where did it go? Maelstrom, Maelstrom, Maelstrom. Ah, Coral Cudgel. Cudgel is actually a hammer. Or it's supposed to be a hammer, a mace. And you're saying, is it possible to keep health at 100%? I don't think you can keep your health at 100% unless you're spamming healing and stuff, unless you have a lot of damage reduction. I mean, it's gonna go down to 80, 90, 50%, and then it's gonna get healed back, so it's gonna be yo-yoing. But if you overkill it, you can overkill it with Blood Seekers, and then taking Living Barrier if you really want extra healing, and then take a Swick. But that's an overkill. And then you can go even further with the overkill and take the passive with the Blood Pools. But that's gonna be a huge overkill. But if you want an overkill, we can do it. I can do a sword and board thing. The problem is I don't have the Frost Wall yet. Frost Wall would have been amazing, so I can show you how it goes. Maestro Sword is terrible. The Maestro Sword is terrible, don't use it in builds. It's a waste of a slot. It is a waste of a slot. This 70% weapon damage is bad. And you can't keep it with full health, because it is... Most of the time you would be at like 90 something percent HP, you're not gonna be full 100% HP. This should have been while HP is over 70% or while HP is over 75%, something like that. I never liked this blade, and I'm not gonna use it. If you want to build with this sword, just don't. It's badly designed. With all the respect to Michael, this shouldn't have been full HP. This should have been 70 or 75% requirement of your HP. Because there are just so many things. When you start doing Fazir, there's so many things that hit you. So many things. Even if you don't take too much damage because you're stacking a lot of defense, you're not gonna see much use of this sword.
I mean, what could go wrong?
It's much better if you add something else. If you really want a build using basic attack items, Stormblade is better. Then there's this other thing. Where was it? The fire starter is also pretty nice, but you need chaotic strikes. You need the relic skill. The relic 25 energy attack, whichever is the equivalent. Another thing that's good for basic attacks, even the Sneku stick is better than that blade, but Stormblade is the best one. Out of those basic attack synergies, the Stormblade, the Sneku stick, and the Maestro Sword, the Stormblade is the better one. Yes, it's only once per second, but it's 200% weapon damage, whereas with this stuff, it's 3 projectiles for 40% weapon damage each, but if you hit with all 3 projectiles, the enemy doesn't seem to take damage from them. I can try and show you. Let me try and show you how it used to be, at least. See, 2 projectiles are hitting, but he's taking the damage once. 3 projectiles can hit. Okay, now he took extra damage from the shock bolts. That's... So, obviously it's better to have the Stormblade, because look at the Stormblade now. I'm triggering other things. Do you see this? But what I do like more might be that new one. The new one seems better, I think. The Curse Captain one seems like a fun one. Okay, that's a bug. That's a bug. They shouldn't be going to the sky. Jesus is calling them. They're going. They want to meet Saint Peter or whatever. The one that's at the gate. But yeah, this one with the thieving spirits, I'm assuming it probably would do more damage if you level up thieving spirits. I haven't tested it, but yeah, on a cursed captain that's the better one to do if you want ranged damage when using basic attacks. Alright, I forgot, what did I have there? The cannon, the Plunderbuss cannon. Okay, I can try and do this. Koro, Cudgel and Shark Blade that uses Maelstrom and Crosscut. With any relic, you're saying. Well, I could do that with... this one would be very nice on Flaming Destroyer and on Electrode, especially on Electrode. On Electrode you can use the North Mace alongside a Frost Woe. And you can have some bursty burstness. I can try and respec this build. I'm just gonna take screenshots of the skills before I respec it, and then I can show you without needing to create a new character on this one. So Crosscut will be the major damage alongside Powder Keg, whereas the basic attack would be there just for the procs, just to keep the Oh, I don't have Shark Blade. I can't show you a Shark Blade build. I don't have it. Never mind that then. It's not gonna work. I mean, it's gonna work without Shark Blade. I'm just not gonna have 1000 extra damage. It's gonna be 500 extra damage from the treachery stacks. So I won't be doing 10 basic attacks. I will be doing 5 basic attacks before triggering. In fact, it might be 6 because of the cooldown. But yeah, I can show you how I would do it before I get the Shark Blade. And then when the Shark Blade is... I also don't have the Koro Cudgel, so I can't show you Koro Cudgel either. If I remember correctly, I didn't have it, did I? Yeah, so you can see Koro, you can see Shark Blade, because I don't have it. I can show you how I would play before I get those items. But yeah, some of those, some builds are such builds where you don't want to play them until you get the gear for them. And until then you want to play something else. This build I'm playing right now is kind of cheap to get some damage going. Wait, did this enemy just drop 2 Toymaker's tools? One enemy, 2 Toymaker's tools. I wish I had the same drop rates at level 60. If only. Yeah, at level 60 the drop rates somehow seem to get worse. At least on the server. Not sure if it's like that offline, but I've had terrible luck offline when leveling up my Venomous Dusk Mage. Let's keep going. Marcelo says looks OP. Oh yeah, this looks like a very fun build. It's a nice find. As I was messing around today with some skills when recording stuff. You just look at the damage here. $30,084 crit. And that's a bunch of projectiles, and that is without any bonus damage to Plunderbuss, so 877% weapon damage. My weapon is 7.6 thousand, so obviously it's a good weapon, but it's not super good, but it's good because it gives me chance to shock. But I don't need chance to shock in my weapon because I can get it in a shield. So ideally I would have more flat damage, and this would be like a 9,000 something damage weapon. But yeah, it's great. And ideally I would have some, probably here I would have some damage to Powder Keg and damage to Plunderbuss, or crit damage and damage to Plunderbuss, and here flat damage to Plunderbuss, or crit damage to Plunderbuss would be nice. Here again, flat damage to Plunderbuss would be pretty good. Here crit damage I've got, which is nice, but this physical damage doesn't help me. If it was electric it would have been better. Here the duration for Walk of Ice Storm is very good. Very, very good. Duration to Dread Banner also a decent stat. I've got 3 skill levels to Banner, by the way, which helps the cooldown go down to 10, where is it? To 22 seconds. Just a moment, I want to equip this and see what the cooldown is now. So 3 seconds extra. Every level seems to give me, after level 10, every level seems to give me... Actually no, this is level 3 right now. And with this it becomes level 6. And that's 3 extra seconds. And if I were to get those points removed, let's say I would remove some points from here. 2 more points. I'm gonna remove 1 more point when I get those extra levels. So 1 point from here. I can remove 1 point from here and 1 point from here. I'm gonna keep those the way they are. But that's 3 points. And then eventually I can remove 2 points from here. And that's 5 points, which will bring this to level 8, which would give me 8 plus 2 with the set, and another 3 levels from the helmet. Although on the helmet ideally I would have Plunderbuss or Powder Keg. But still, I need those levels though. I need the Commodore chest and Commodore cape. The class is very good. It's not just good, it's very good. With the right kind of setup. And there are very high amount of fun setups to try. Yeah, some setups are obviously not gonna be meta. And are gonna be doing bet on the damage part. Or would be doing bad on the survivability, but good on the damage part. But it's how it is. This class is good compared to the other ones. Let's say it that way. If you compare this to the other classes, it's not so bad. It's better, much better than I expected, and then I originally saw it on the test realm. Compared to what I saw on the test realm before it went into the public in the private test realm, it was definitely, it has improved. And back then I couldn't test it with properly spent skill points because I didn't have respectacles and I didn't feel like wasting my time to grind respectacles. But yeah, I love it. All right, let's do the build that that James wanted, without the Kujo and without Shark Blade. Yeah, it's good. There's many builds you can make on this guy that are good for the end game. How am I doing with the spectacles? 83. That should be enough. Okay, seems fine. Just need to switch my weapon to a mace. I'm pretty sure I had a mace somewhere here. I mean, this one's a spare option, but I think I had a better one somewhere. Ah, fuck. Yeah, this one's better. This one will be better because, yeah, it's... I don't need as much chance to shock. I've got chance to shock in the shield, I'm fine. Ideally, this one would be used if I had a frost wall. I still haven't found a frost wall. But yeah, let's test it now. Let me quickly check if I've got winter weave gauntlets nearby here somewhere. Okay, winter weave gauntlets anywhere. By the way, might as well get some better stuff here. What's this? Skittering. Where's the winter weave gauntlets? I probably don't have them here. Yeah, no winter weave gauntlets. It would have been nice for a melee build to get winter weave gauntlets, because that's extra survivability if you need it, just in case. Okay, so first the skills need to change. This one is just as a filler, I don't really need it. You got a 7.9k cannon. If that's level 60, you can do better. or is that the damage without the socket and without the what's its name? Fuck, brain fart. Without the wife bound. Two-handed, you want to get close to 9,000 when you count the socket inside, and you have to be over 10,000 as a 0% bonus damage weapon. I'm talking at level 60 when you wife bound it. But 7.9k is pretty nice. Wait, I forgot my snack stick. I'm still not used to the hotkeys, so I'm pressing the wrong buttons at times. But yeah, this would work nicely if you have the shark blade and if you have the cudgel. Let's go get the boss before my energy expires. So yeah, this is kind of the build that James wanted without the gear needed. So we still are whacking any type of legendary gear. I mean, yeah, I do have Commodore boots, but they're not actually part of this build. And this is not part of the build, this is not part of the build. So the gear is just, it's the wrong type of gear. We don't have bonus damage to Maelstrom, or actually there's damage to Double Cross, which is good. One good thing, damage to Double Cross, and one damage to Maelstrom. So out of those we have some use out of those two items, but First Matey we don't use, Coda Crew we don't use, Fire we don't use. 3 skill levels to Walkaway Storm. Now we are talking. Let me check my Walkaway Storm damage. Right now it's 475. Before that it was 430. So 45% extra weapon. So that's basically 10% extra of my current damage. 10% more damage to Walkaway Storm with those 3 points. Okay, let's do a few more on this.
So tough.
Because it's not a bad setup at all. You just need that initial build up of buffs. And I'm not used to playing it. I'm not used to playing double cross as much. Let's sort my pets and fix them. What do I not need? Any repeatable? This one is repeating. I've already got the Fez one. Wait, why isn't this wolf with the other wolves? That was strange, but okay, let's release this one. I don't need it. Sky, you've got food here. Come finish it. Come. I'm talking to my pet to get him to eat his own food. He's begging for more when he still has some food from before that he hasn't finished.
Yeesh. Seen it before.
It feels like Welcome Storm can carry any build. I mean, obviously I can remove Welcome Storm. Let's do it without Welcome Storm so you can see without Walkaway Storm how it would feel. But Walkaway Storm gives you 25% damage to the other things. And that's why it's such a great skill. First it does damage itself. Second, it gives you a damage buff and it gives you a movement speed. But alright, let's play it with Conjure Electrode so you can see how it would feel with Conjure Electrode. Keep in mind my gear is very bad. My gear is very bad and unoptimized. So no matter what skill I use, what build I use, it just gonna feel underpowered. See, this one died before I even activated my relic thingy. I didn't have Walkaway Storm here. Did I cast this on it? This one's a little bit trickier to kill than the other one, but it died, see? No problem there. No problem with this one there. I'm not gonna waste my energy right away. In order to get this build better and stronger, I need Frost Wall, and then I need Liu General. And then with Conjure Electrode, it could work amazing. With whether it's Conjure Electrode or it's Walkaway Storm, it won't matter that much. Obviously, Walkaway Storm is the better option. I'm not even using double cross as often as I should. I forget. I totally forget the double cross is on the skill bar. So now that I'm not using Walkaway Storm, how does it feel? Obviously the AoE damage is not there. The AoE damage from Walkaway Storm is not there, and a bunch of random struggling trash mobs around me are not dying as much. Okay, there we go. Trying to find some elite monsters. Don't want to kill the trash mobs. I want something purple or green or yellow. Come on. Where are the strong mobs? We ran out of strong mobs. Are there even gonna be enough lost remains? I'll have to go back and kill some enemies to finish this quest. But I think it works okay. I mean, yeah, definitely not as strong as when I'm using Walkaway Storm, because everything is weaker when you're not using Walkaway Storm. This one's not doing as much damage, and that 25% damage can stack with extra percent damage you can have from gear. And this is your boss smelter. Powder Keg is a great boss smelter. And Blitzen, did you see my Plunderbuss build earlier? I forgot to take screenshots, fuck. I forgot to take screenshots. I'm gonna try and make it again. If Blitzen hasn't seen the Plunderbuster, I'm pretty sure he'll like it. Let me know if you were earlier here to see me play the Plunderbuss build. Because it was definitely very Plunderbusted. Yeah, I'm not getting the lost remains. They're not dropping, and there aren't that many monsters left to kill, even if I go back. Unless they dropped and I didn't pick them up. Oh, you did, you saw it. Okay, that's nice. So, any other builds anyone wants to see? It doesn't have to be Electrode, it could be any relic, it could be any type of build on the Cursed Captain. I'm just trying to show what's possible. Now that I'm on the offline, now that I'm not playing on the servers, it's just very easy to show stuff. Yeah, it's not dropping the lost remains. That map is busted and I can't exit until I go back to the beginning of the map. So, yeah. Not enough spiders. Oh, there we go. They were here. Fuck. I knew they dropped somewhere. And then it stopped dropping. So they dropped back here and then it suddenly stopped dropping them. Damn, too much damage. Plague Bearer. Plague Bearer, and I don't have much defense. What's my defense? 38%. Obviously 38% poison is bad. You want at least 65. You want 60 physical and 65 at least of the other ones. Excluding any buffs. Maelstrom damage. Commodore's jacket. Level 57 is not so bad. It's actually, if only it wasn't ghost ship damage. If it wasn't ghost ship damage, it would have been pretty nice. Exactly, working on the damage reduction, working on the armor defenses is very important. Once you get those fixed, you have no problem surviving. You wouldn't need to even get much healing skills if you have good resistances, good defenses. Oh, I had the Punderbus here. This was a waste of SWAT using Punderbus on this one. Could have used something else. I could have used this one, arc powered legs, ancient ember legs. That's what I would have used now with the conjure electrode. Okay, let's go to Cold Heart. Here we've got the Ice Shield Frost Blast setup. With the Egg of Mayhem. And I'm thinking instead of Maelstrom, maybe more Punderbus won't be bad. But let's use Maelstrom for now. And I'm not sure I need Black Spot to be maxed out. Also not really a big fan of this, but I wanted to test it last night, so that's why I had this. So let's go to the base first. How are my spectacles? 7. Oh, and I forgot to take the ones from the storage. I forgot to return them in the storage. I need a cape. We can try an ice golem build later, by the way. So yeah, I want to remove some points from this. I want that tier 2 bonus. Now the question is, do I get this one leveled up or do I get some extra energy recharge? Ideally you wouldn't need the energy recharge because you would be using Frost Woe and Imbue Relic together. But since I don't have them, it's gonna be that way. So at least I've got this passive, which I need. Wait, where's my Maelstrom? Which button? E, okay, E. It shouldn't be on me, but okay. I'm thinking of maybe experimenting with the golem after I play a bit on this one. Wait, what level is my crosscut? Double cross. It's just as a fewer. I'm not using it as a damage skill here. You can see obviously much weaker setup than the other one. But it's still okay. You can still survive. Ah, fuck. Somehow it didn't do my my barrows at the beginning. I debuffed the boss and was ready to spam the barrows, and I pressed my thumb button 3 times, but it didn't cast. So I didn't realize until after that it didn't cast them. Gearwaki, let's do this. See. I wish they didn't remove the items that increase the duration of Ice Shield. Or was it reduce the cooldown? There were affixes that you could get on items that I can't remember if it was increased duration or reduced cooldown. It could have been reduced cooldown to Ice Shield, because I think I could get it down to like 17 seconds. Permafrozen enemies. It's super fun when you're freezing them, and that's without having freeze on my weapon. In many cases, it's worth sacrificing one flat damage bonus on your weapon for the sake of chance to freeze. Instead of going every single bonus on the weapon being flat, to have chance to freeze. In many builds that could work. Yeah, you're losing some DPS, but you're getting crowd control. So here, instead of the electric, maybe I could have gotten chance to freeze, and it would have still worked out nicely as long as I had a socket to still get that damage from it. Let's keep moving. Come on. Nice. Well, yeah, I can go back. I don't need to clear the map fully. It's just a habit. It's habit for me to clear out the maps fully instead of going in the portal as soon as it spawns. But I'm still here for another like an hour and a little bit. So if there's any more builds you want me to test for you, even if I don't have the items, I can at least show you how I would play them before I get those items I need. This guy. I don't have relic energy to start a burst from the get-go. See, that was without me using a single Frost Blast. I didn't even use my Frost Blast. So, pretty good.
Yeesh. Seen it before.
I mean, we have to do this one, the other ones are shitty.
You can't cast that yet. You can't cast that spell yet.
What's the quest? Kill spiders. Okay, there's enough here. What's there? Free the trapped guard.
Can't do that here. Can't cast that here.
Fire starter.
You can't use that skill. You can't cast that here. That spell cannot be cast.
This is much slower paced compared to the Punderbuster. Because I just don't have the energy generation right now to use this reasonably spammy. But Ancient Ember Boots Imbue Relic would change this. And then I could use I could also implement the Liu General in that and get that extra buff from there. Oh, I forgot Black Spot to make it take more damage at the beginning. So I wasted my keks. Oh, they were double HP. No wonder they were so beefy. But yeah, tomorrow I will try to make the cursed Zapton build. The localized storm electrode powder keg and broadside setup. On my website, not as a build video, because it just doesn't have, I don't have the items to make a build video yet. It's gonna be the text version, and in the evening I will be streaming Necromunda. So in the next few days I probably would be streaming Necromunda Hired Gun. But that doesn't mean I'm done with Torchlight 2. I've still got a lot of things I need to do in Torchlight 3, not 2. I still need to do the relic subclass showcase, which I could do tomorrow as a video, but I'd rather do a build for those people who have been asking to put one on my website at least, if not a video yet. And if I can do another one, I can do another one. We'll see. I'll try to get at least one done. And if time allows for a second, I will make a second. Okay, good. Three levels to fire. Might keep it for some experimentation. And this is gonna be a quick map with the dividing, because it's just dropping so quickly. I'm gonna build up my energy before I go to the boss fight, to be honest. Might be the better thing to do. Yeah, I didn't even use all my energy. That's nice. That is nice. This shield doesn't have defense. I keep forgetting to be on the lookout for a better shield. for this one. I should have something here that's 55. Still better than what I'm wearing. Yeah, it's better. Okay. Anything else? Let's do the next.
I mean, what could go wrong?
Are we gonna defile Ziggy the Defiler?
Pet has arrived.
I think Grundlepox might be the best one to do here. He has that annoying skill where he disappears and is invulnerable. This one. Maybe let's try Golem now.
Your pet is back.
Food here. Oh, pretty yes. Great. Potions. I've got those. See you next time.
Time for the Golem to make an appearance. Let me quickly check something. If only I had that Ancient Ember 3-piece combo. No, Fazir, I'm not clicking on that Fazir. I was not clicking on it. So let's remove Frost Blast and try the Golem now. Maybe Plunderbuss and the Golem instead of Maelstrom. Come on, where can I remove a point? Oh, I no longer need this. Perfect.
Yeesh. But can you do it with one arm?
Which one?
A fine choice.
See, the golem should do damage when it initially gets summoned. That was what I was asking. I was begging them to do this and they didn't. It doesn't do damage when it initially gets spawned, and this is wasted 50 energy. You're wasting it just to summon him. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything on the first cast. He just appears. And that's a lot for 50 energy to just summon. Because the nuke, even if it was doing 50% of the usual nuke damage, it would have been nice to get that on the first cast. Even if the first cast would not do the full damage of the nuke. The recast nuke, because the recast nuke is pretty strong. Look at it. No, fuck, my energy is gone. Let's do the recast. 36,000. Meh. Meh. They've nerfed it. They have nerfed it, believe me. That's not the damage that we should be seeing. I've seen much higher damage. I mean, I can't do as much damage as Plunderbuss. It makes no sense. Basically, this is its basic attack damage. The basic attack damage of the golem. Before it wasn't worded that way, and maybe before it actually wasn't that way. But right now it does as much damage as Plunderbuss, which is busted, because Plunderbuss you can pretty much spam, whereas the golem you need 50 energy to cast. And only the repeat casts, the recasts count towards that damage. And he doesn't have a taunt, so you can't make it tank for you. I mean, it makes sense to give it extra HP, but then you have to give it something that pulls the aggro. This aura, where it says... where is the aura? The Ice Golem gains a chilling aura. This should have been a taunting aura. It's okay to chill, but it's much better if it taunts. And they gave it 5 times the HP it had before, from 200% to 1000% of the player HP. Then give it taunt, make it the tank summon. It's gonna be so much better if it was a taunting aura, hatred aura, whatever you wanna call it, something that pulls the aggro to make sense to have something with so much HP. But yeah, this seems fun as well, eh? A little better than the previous one where we were using Frost Blast. You just gotta get into the rhythm of playing it. I'm just not used to it yet. I've been showing you two relics today. Electrode and Cold Heart mostly. If you want me to, I can go on the Bane. I've got the Bane leveled up. Or I can make a new one if you want to see Flaming Destroyer, but it's kind of getting late. I've got like 30 minutes, 40 minutes or so. But as always, if you want to see something as a setup, like if you've got an idea that you're not sure if it's gonna work, I can do the testing for you, show you how it works with shit items, and that should give you an idea what the bare minimum would be a certain build can do. Because right now we're doing bare minimums. We're doing very bare bones builds. Fresh out of freshly hit level 60 builds, that's what we're doing right now. Wait, I'm not gonna waste my time on those. I wonder if they fixed the icicles of the golem. They didn't used to do damage before. They used to do 0 damage if I remember correctly. The ones that fall from the sky around the golem. See, I just recast him, or maybe it wasn't a recast, and he didn't do damage. There we go. Come on. Alright, nice. Why is it not dropping? Maybe it dropped the high with Glent and I missed it. It keeps happening to me. Missing a quest item and then it stops dropping those quest items. This sound is very annoying, when you have food wounds. When Plague Blunderbuss, it happens all the time. The drun drun chijin chijin. I can't remake the sound, but yeah, the chijin. This sound. That's the sound. That's annoying. Wait, what the fuck of type of a pet skill am I using? Oh no, it's not my pet, it's my ancient one. I thought for a moment I messed up my pet skills to have some extra summons. Shohei Matsuda says common actor. Yeah, when I'm streaming, I'm definitely not acting, not trying to be a character. I'm not gonna stream a character. I do respect people who stream with characters. Like big ups to what was his name? Doctor Disrespect, or was it Mr. Doctor? Give big ups to him for keeping with the character. That's good for. But I've decided when I started streaming, I decided to just stream as myself instead of a character. I mean, I try not to review my too much of my personal information, but yeah, I'm not doing like a character.
Your pet has returned.
Let's get rid of the golem. And let's do aura. Trying to show you the various phases of the cold heart. Shit, when did I run out of spectacles?
You can't cast that.
Look, here, can I offer you? Oh, I'll be seeing you soon.
You can't wait for me to stream Necromunda. Well, less than a day is left. Less than a day. Not sure exactly what the launch time would be, but I'll be checking for the launch time. Unless they already wrote a post. I'll check if they wrote something. I'm gonna try and join their official Discord if they have one and look up for some info. Okay. Yeah, Ponder. What was the name? Punderbus is so fun. It's my type of skill. Those are the types of skills I like. I'm not sure if I remember incorrectly from the early testing I did, but it seems like this skill wasn't that strong before. Maybe I just needed to max it out, and then it would have been strong enough. But without the spectacles, it was kind of tough. And since I'll be making builds offline from starting with my offline builds, I would be uploading the character files. If anyone wants to test to see if they would work on their machine, I would be uploading the saves. If someone wants to test them offline, I'm thinking of doing that. I used to do this for Borderlands 3. I used to upload the save files of my builds. Because some people laughed that. I've received some requests back in the day when I was doing Borderlands 3 builds. And yeah, since I'm moving now to the offline until the servers get fixed for me, until my characters become playable, whenever I make the first build video, I would upload the save file. I mean, tomorrow I will be making the first build on the website as a text and images version, but since I don't have the items, that means no video, and that means no point to give you the save file, unless you just wanna play it with my whacking items. But yeah, tomorrow the build I'm gonna upload is the first electrode one I was leveling, the one with Walkaway Storm. And broadside and powder keg, and I'm probably gonna include, I might include Thunderbus, we'll see, but it's gonna be the Zapton. I could try and do the Thunderbuster as well, because it's very similar. Come on. Let's build some energy for the boss fight. Sorry. Shohei says Necromunda looks a lot like Doom. Well, that's not a bad thing, for sure. Ah fuck, he teleported away from the kegs. Couldn't burst him immediately. Oh, this looks nice. Albino Aviator Ferret. I've not seen this one. They've given us so many pet skins with this one update. I guess they gave us 2 updates worth of pet skins, 2 contracts worth of pet skins. Most likely they had a bunch designed for the next update and the next contract. And after the acquisition from Zynga, they decide to just push out whatever work they have done in one patch. Duration for Ice Shield, oh, so it still exists. It's making a comeback, or maybe it never disappeared. So the duration now is 5 seconds. Without it, it should be 4 or 3. Oh, it's still 5 seconds. So it doesn't update the duration on the tooltip or the 26.5. 26.5 should give me from 5 to 6. In fact, it should give me 6 point something. Let me check it. Seven. It actually lasted until around 7 seconds. Nice. Very, very nice. Just what I needed. Thinking of equipping this one. I mean, the other one only gives me HP, doesn't give me defense. The crit damage I'm losing, but in the end I'm getting Punderbuss damage. And chance to knockback, which could work well for me. And then there's the bonus skill points, so I can remove a point from this and maybe one from this. And then where could I put those points? Let's see, if I were to put points, where would I want them? Maybe double duration for broadside. It's a fewer skill, but it's a good investment. Because the DPS just trickles. It's a trickle of DPS.
You say that now. Oh, your pet has returned.
Fuck. I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything. There were too many things on the ground. I couldn't see what's happening. Ah, here we go. Annoying plague bearer. Annoying. Annoying nasty balls. Who is the boss guy? This guy.
You can't pass that here.
Why can't I? Okay. Where is the yellow? etheric stars, 5 more. And I've got around 15-20 minutes more of streaming for today. So still open, if someone has a request, there's still enough time to maybe make one build more and show it and test it. We've got Bane, Electrode and Cold Curse Captain at my disposal. I'm not gonna have enough time to get another one to 60. I mean, I can get it to 60, but I'm not gonna be able to get it to 60 monsters within that time. I can use Mapworks if we have to test it on level 60 monsters. It would have to be map portals rather than Fazir. He's saying, hold up, what time are you streaming next time? As soon as Necromunda is playable. As soon as Necromunda Hired Gun is playable. I'll try and wake up around noon, afternoon. Today I woke up at 2. I woke up at 12, but then I fell asleep. Just looked at my phone and fell asleep and woke up at 14. And then as soon as I had my breakfast, I started working on my video. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna do the same, but instead of working on a video, I will be working on that build, the electrode build for the website. And if I have enough time, I can do 2 or 3, depending how much time it will take me to make the new template. Once I make the first build with the new WordPress editor, it will be nice, because then I can just use the other one. The thing that would take the most time is writing every skill's description by myself. So out of 14, 6 are already written by the devs on their website, but I have to still write another 8. Descriptions, meaning if it says cause a single enemy blah blah blah, when the enemy dies blah blah blah, this I need to write. It's time consuming, but yeah, I'm gonna try and be ready around 5 in the afternoon my time, which is 3 in the afternoon UK time, or 6 in the afternoon my time. I would try to be ready with whatever I've managed to be ready, and then just wait for the game to launch. Because I'm assuming it's not gonna launch earlier than 5 UK time, which is 7 my time in the evening. You took the day off so you can watch my stream. Well, that means a lot to me. If someone is taking a day off so they can watch my stream, that's a first for me, but I like it. I'm assuming you took the day off not just to watch the stream, but to play the game. But it's nice. It is definitely nice. If there's co-op and if there's crossplay, we can even try crossplay if it's not lagging too much. I didn't pick up my wood. I accidentally clicked on the fucking portal. Always. Every fucking time. Let me do some contract collection. Oh, Winter Weave Powderons, that was good. And it's damage with Blunderbuss, amazing. Not much defense, I'm actually losing some defense, 1% damage reduction, but it's fine, it's a reasonable loss. No, the wrong one. So we put Maelstrom here, Maelstrom here. Okay. Let's do one more map.
What will it be? Your pet has arrived.
So my Blunderbuss is probably 900 and something percent weapon damage. 1200 almost 1300 Blunderbuss damage. Weapon damage. Yeah. That's busted. That is busted damage. You can pretty much spam this shit. This is overpowered and broken. And that's only with Blunderbuss damage here and Blunderbuss damage here. In theory you can get extra Blunderbuss damage here. You can get some more crit damage here. And you can get 3 levels to Blunderbuss here. So my guess is this would go up to like 1600, 700 maybe. If you min-max it. That's talking with level 60 items without the Fazir bonus. Obviously with the Fazir bonus it goes much higher. Pedro is asking if I found an overpowered meta build with the Cursed Captain. I can show you one very strong, very silly strong build. I mean, what I'm running right now is silly strong, but there's a stronger version Electrode. Pretty much similar to what I'm playing, but with Electrode. Just a moment, I'm gonna show you. The thing is I don't remember my skill points because I unspec them, but I would do it. After this map I can show you the silly broken Blunderbuss. The Blunderbuster as I like to call it. The Blunderbuster Zapton. What's the damage of my keg? 1600, this is 1200, yeah. Blunderbuss is silly broken. I don't know why they gave it so much damage. This is silly. It's so silly how much damage it gets. Well, there's that strongest skill on the Curse Captain. It's not Powder Keg. Yeah, Powder Keg is the strongest strongest damage per hit is Powder Keg. But the strongest damage per second will be Blunderbuss. Because Powder Keg, yeah, you can do three bursts of Powder Keg quickly. Then you have to wait. You have to wait like 10 seconds for it to recharge. And that's a long time, whereas with Blunderbuss you can pretty much spam it. With the right setup you're never gonna run out of coins as long as there's enemies to hit. And this could work on any relic. It doesn't matter what relic you pick, as long as you're running an aura, like I'm right now. With the passive, whatever passive of the relic is decent. And then you combine it with like the banner and black spot and the keg for extra burst on bosses. But yeah, Pedro, let me finish this map and then I can switch to Electrode and show you. I mean, I can quickly show you this one, so you can see what I'm running here, because this is strong as well. I don't think this is bad. This would be 4 points, this would be 4 points, this would be 4 points, plus 2 from the set. This would be 10 plus 2, 10 plus 2. This one could be 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 would be enough. But if you have spare points, it's not bad to dump more in them. This one would be 4 points plus 2. The banner probably would be 1 point plus 2, or you can just keep it 0 plus 2 points. 0 plus 2 is not bad, but if you want it to recharge quicker, put points here. It's also a good place to dump points. Now this one is probably useless, and this one is probably not that needed. So you can take those 6 points, maybe even take those 2 points, because those 2 points you wouldn't need if you have Imbue Relic. And if you're gonna use Imbue Relic, you have to get rid of this or this. I personally would get rid of Take a Swig, because I don't feel the need for Take a Swig. But if a player feels like they're having trouble surviving with just potions and Ice Shield, they can drop Broadside. But yeah, I would get rid of this. This would be where Imbue Relic goes. And if you have Imbue Relic and the Frost Wall with North Mace, for example, you wouldn't need Energizer. But Energizer is good otherwise. So let's say you take those 6 points, and let's say you put them here or here. And that's not bad. And then you just want to stack Blunderbuss damage or Powder Keg damage alternatively, and on the helmet, not the helmet, on the cape, levels to Blunderbuss or levels to Powder Keg are pretty nice, pretty good. And then you want something like duration to Snowstorm or duration to Ice Shield. If you can get both duration to Snowstorm and duration to Ice Shield, perfect. Something's swagging very badly, I'm not sure why, but my FPS is dropping to like 20 or 30 it seems. Not sure what's happening, but something is making this game very waggy right now. And I'm not on the server. Let me quickly check my task manager, see. Memory usage 43%, CPU 55%. Where's my GPU usage? GPU usage 86%, so not so bad. Is my VSync on? Where is my VSync? Yeah, it is on, so not sure why. But it wasn't. It was fine until now. Suddenly on this map, it started. It's starting messing up. And those percentages of usage were not the game, it were my total for the whole system, so I think it's just the map is kind of busted. But yeah, you're seeing some stuttering, and that's the game, dropping frames performance wise. Let me check something quickly. Okay, maybe this... No, still not that great. This map is annoying, I can't find the other parts. Maybe I missed them somewhere and now they're no longer dropping, as it always seems to happen. Okay, 1 part, 2 parts, 3 parts, we're done. And next I'm gonna go for... I'm gonna finish this map and quickly show you the electrode.
You can't use that skill.
Windows Control Shift B. I don't feel like doing it while I'm streaming, because that might mess up my whole stream. But thanks for telling me this. What exactly does it mean to restart your graphics? What the hell does that mean? Because the way it's written, it doesn't tell me much. Oh, I forgot to use black spot. But yeah, let's go show you the electrode. I just need to buy some spectacles first.
You can't cast that spell here.
Oh yes.
Oh no, never mind. I've got spectacles. In fact, this hero has plenty already. Man, I used like so many spectacles today, but I've been testing showing stuff. So first, it restarts the graphics, but if I'm streaming, it might mess up with the encoding. If it's doing something that prevents me from encoding and stuff, it might crash my OBS while streaming. I'm gonna test it sometime while recording video to see if it crashes, to know if I can use it while streaming. I wish I could hold shift and do this, and then it would immediately fill it up to the maximum with the available points I've got. So I think this is the setup. I mean, obviously you would want extra points here and here, so you can make it 4 plus 2, and this one could be either 1 plus 2, or you can just dump whatever left points you get. You would be able to get 1 point removed from here, and 1 point removed from here, and 1 point removed from here. That's 3 points. And then you can remove 2 points from here. That's 5 points. Those 5 points you could put here, or you could put them here, or you could put them here. My idea would be probably to put them in this spot. In this spot for extra cooldown for Dread Banner would be probably the better thing to do. Right now I've gotten Black Spot to 6 for the relic skills damage. But this one, yeah, with those 5 points, this one would get extra 5 seconds reduced on the cooldown, which is pretty solid. And yeah, it's gonna be nice. But yeah, let's show you. First, let's fix the skills. That's the important part right now. How do I want to do this? And thank you very much for the follow, Yumiku. Welcome to the Struck Club. Nice having you here. So yeah, I can just put any of those. Keep in mind this one slot that's empty will be for Imbue Relic. Imbue Relic comes from here, Ancient Ember Boots. So you want Ancient Ember Boots equipped, or in the Legendarium, then wearing the Woods Beast sandals. If you're putting in the Legendarium Ancient Ember, then put the Woods Beast on you. One of them is equipped, the other one is in the Legendarium. You want Fortune Spire in the Legendarium, and you want Liu General in the Legendarium. Then you're wearing Commodore Cape, Commodore Helmet, Commodore Cape, Chest. So Cape, Chest and Shoulders, Commodore. You want those 3. Probably here would be good to have Winter Weave Gauntlets. And something that's great is Winter Weave Legs to give you potion cooldown. But you can try something else. It doesn't matter. Any legs would be fine. So this is gonna be very similar to what I was running before. Just quickly need to... So the build is far from ready in terms of gear, but it's already good enough. As long as you keep the gear up to speed with the content, you shouldn't have problems. Even with just blue items, it could work as long as the blue items match the fuzzier stages you're running. It's not a meta build, because the meta build is Realm Master with Bane, with the train, but it's good enough. It's good enough to be probably one of the stronger builds for the class. Oh shit, I fucked up. Now I'm not gonna have Walkaway Storm for the next fight. I didn't want to enter before my Walkaway Storm is over and I've recharged some of it. Let's wait for the banner. This one is with double HP. By the way, I'm doing a double HP map, so they have twice the health points. Let's do another map, because this one was kind of short. One last map for the day. Another double HP. Double HP uniques essential. Oh, and that's Voltura, so there's a high chance of me getting wrecked with ranged attacks because I'm very squishy. This is what I'm running right now. See, there isn't any damage to Plunderbuss. There is no levels to the Kek or Plunderbuss. There is no damage to the Kek or Plunderbuss. Mostly stats that are useless for the build.
Cast that here.
You cannot change your relic. You cannot change your relic. You have to make a new hero. Long ago you used to be able to change relics because relics weren't subclasses, but they also didn't have as many skills. But then people kept crying that they want a third skill tree. They kept queuing, give me third skill tree, give me third skill tree. Why does Torchlight 2 have 3 skill trees and Torchlight 3 has 2.5? And they made it a subclass as a permanent choice on character creation. We used to be able to exchange relics from one hero to another. You could level your relics separately. Relics used to have their own levels and skill points. So I actually like it that way. I just wish I could change my relic by using Respectacles, but I can't. This way it's nice because it's giving us much more skills and passives on the relic side of things. It's just that it would have been nice to have some way of using 20, 30, 40, however many Respectacles we have spent in our relic, and to just get it down to 0 points invested and then respec it from the skill station. They even made the skill stations just props. They used to actually be useful. We used to actually need the skill stations. Not the skill stations, the reliquaries. My bad, the reliquaries. We used to use the reliquaries as storage. There is that building called a reliquary. It used to be where you store your relics. Well, if you want to do Electrode, you have to level up a new hero. If you're playing offline, you can use some tools, some cheats to level up quickly, but only offline. If you're playing on the server, you can't do it. And then there's a trick to copy paste the quest save file. In the way the game saves is there are two files on the save: character data and quest data. So you can make a hero and level it to level 60 with a cheat, but the thing is, it will still need to do the quests, and in order to not have to do the quests, you can copy paste the quest data and rename it, and replace the new hero's quest data with a copy of the old hero's quest data. That way you can do Fazir, because you can't do Fazir unless you have finished the story. But this is only possible offline. If you do it online, you can't. Right now for me online is broken. Online my heroes cannot use potions. I cannot do anything on the relic side of things. I cannot loot items. It's that broken. So pretty much it's almost unplayable. The only thing I can do is play with whatever I've got without using potions and just to get gold and fame. But I can't also use my contracts in the online, because somehow the servers are desyncing big time. Not sure if it's the amount of heroes I've got, whether that's causing the problem that I have over 13 heroes, which is the old limit, used to be 13. That I have 15 heroes on the online. But fuck it, I can just try and farm my items on the offline. I'm definitely missing all the gear I had. Winter Weave gauntlets, that's nice. Finally. But yeah, this build, I hope it seems reasonable when you're watching me play it. Considering that there's so much more that can get better. Pistol, but it looks like gloves. That's a bug, a known bug, where one item adopts the skin of another item. And by the way, this build I'm doing right now can be played on any relic. What you're seeing me running right now, you can adapt it and play it on any relic, as long as you're using the equivalent aura. By aura I mean Walkaway Storm, Snowstorm, Quokka Flames, what was the other one? Miasma and Bloodseekers. And on Electrode you obviously want Lightning Strike 5 points and at least 1 point here for the extra duration. Then on fire, on the Flaming Destroyer you would want 5 points into Fire Storm, I think it was called, the one that's kind of like Lightning Strike but with a meteor. On Blood Drinker you would want Rupture, and then you must get Bleeding or Shock or Burning or Poison in your shield as a socket. Bane Summoner built with Plunder. Didn't I do one? Didn't I show you one the other day? Let me check. Just a moment. Aha, it doesn't have Plunder. Well, this is the minion and Kex. In this one you can, you know what I can do for this build? Remove the banner 10 points. No, actually remove the 10 points in fire. But, and then you're gonna lose the, yeah, remove the 10 points from fire. Just a moment, not this. It's gonna be this one. So on this one, remove the 10 points from fire and put them into plunder, and then you're done. That's your build. In fact, you can remove some points from this and put it only for the tier 2 bonus and put those points here. And thank you very much for the YouTube sub, Ryan McGillivray. Sorry for the mispronunciation. McGillivray or McGillivray, maybe it's the correct pronunciation. Thank you very much for the subscribe. Welcome to the Struck Club. So yeah, on this setup, just remove those 10 points from here. You're gonna lose one summon, but that's fine. You're gonna use Plunderbuss 10 points, and I would say make this 4 points plus 2. Plus 2 from the set. This includes plus 2 points from the set. This would be 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2. This would be 4 plus 2, which leaves you with 4 points you can probably put into here for extra cooldown for the banner. In fact, you could put 3 points here and then 1 point here for that extra damage. And then your minions would be this and this. In fact, you can even remove that 1 point here. And put it here or here. Actually, you can even put some points into Spread of Death. 1 point into Spread of Death. I mean, but yeah, pretty much. If you want Plunderbuss, then I would suggest use the Plunderbuss cannon, not the Showman, not the Crab Collar, not the Many Tentacle one. Just the Plunderbuss Cannon, I forgot the name, the Spire. And the rest is the same. Use Glacier's Edge or North Mace alongside Frostwall. Use the Ancient Ember boots and the Woods Beast boots when where one swap the other. But yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. That will be it. It's 23 minutes past midnight here. I gotta go. Thanks for stopping by, for watching, for the follow, subs and everything. Tomorrow I will be streaming Warhammer 40k Necromunda Hired Gun. But that doesn't mean I'm done with Torchlight 3. I've got a lot of things on my to-do list. The game is launching tomorrow, so I want to stream it, test it while it's fresh, because I'm very eager for a new shooter. But I will be doing a build, text version build tomorrow for Electrode. Maybe the one that I was just playing. Maybe the other one, the other old Zapton. Keep it cool until next time, and goodbye.